Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Caitlin from Caitlin Plans, and today I am making a big catch-all spread for the week of April 19th through 25th. I'm going to be using stickers from Garden Flowers and Black and White. I'm kind of matching this with my social media spread for the week, which was chicken themed. I'm bringing the chickens back for my catch-all planner. I'm super excited about it, but I'm going to mix it up a little bit with this one. Instead of using the same scrapbook paper that I used in that spread, I'm thinking I'm going to do some more like grid patterns. So I'm looking at quotes like this one that say here and now, and then I'll pair that with the black and white chickens. And to top it all off, I have these black and white grid washi tapes. So I thought that would match really well. Let's just jump right into it. I want to start by building up a cluster. On this Thursday, I'm giving a presentation in class. I'm kind of nervous about it, to be honest with you, but I'm giving a presentation in class. So I thought, what perfect day for a cluster when I'm focusing on one thing and not doing anything else. So I want to use the here and now sticker that kind of inspired my grid pattern. I don't even know, the grid pattern usage in this spread, I guess. And then for chickens, I have 2 pages of them. So this one is clear, and then these are the paper ones. I already used some in my social media spread. The paper ones are obviously better for layering on top of things, especially if they're dark stickers like this one. But I do want to make use of the clear ones in this spread. I'm going to take a regular colorful box, just black grid pattern in this spread to match with the other grid pattern. And that's where I'm going to mark that I'm presenting. And then I'm taking this one, my inspiration sticker, and layering on top of that. That didn't go on quite straight, so I'm going to fix that. All right, let's try that again. I'm making sure to leave enough room to write my presentation and that I have class and all that fun stuff. And then let's stick a chicken on it, I guess. I'm going to do this black and white one. I will move in some of the other colors as the spread goes on, but I think for now I'm going to put the black and white chicken right there. That looks pretty good to me. I'm also going to be using gold foil in this spread, so I'm taking this one to mark my work shift Thursday morning. I may actually try to get this one off just so I can focus on the presentation. Although I do have to be on campus for this COVID test, so getting the work shift off doesn't really mean much if I still have to go to campus to get this done. So we got all the functional stuff for Thursday, looking pretty good so far. I want to think about the sidebar for a moment. I'm going to take my giant clear chicken sticker, or one of them. I have 2 of them in this size. And these are going to go at the bottom of the sidebar. Just right here is good. When I was filming my social media spread, I had layered them where half of their bodies were kind of hanging off the page, and then I had to kind of cut them. And I felt so guilty about it. I don't know why I felt guilty about cutting them. I think maybe it's because they're animals and not like flowers, but they're stickers. Caitlin, they're stickers. I saw a sidebar in this black and white book that I did like. This one right here that says this week. I'm thinking I'm going to overlap where it has the notes icon. I'm so excited for July when I switch over to my new planner. I think it's called the Boho Vibes Planner or Boho Dream or something like that. All I know is it's basic black and white pages and it doesn't have a notes icon, and I'm definitely looking forward to that. Why didn't that go on straight? I swear I cannot do anything right today. Hopefully this spread turns out okay despite my uneven sticker placement. So let me try that again. You might hear that multiple times in this video. Let me try that again. No, that looks good. Okay. There is a little bit of room here. I'm thinking like a clear quote would be good. There's a lot of nice clear quotes in here. This one that I love says busy with nothing, but it's a busy week. The rest of the semester is busy. So I'm like, oh, I cannot use that quote despite it looking really good. What's a good size? Good things are ahead. We are all made of stories. You can and you will. That one's good, but I'm not sure it's gonna fit the space correctly. It'll all be all right. I like that. That's a reminder I need right now. So I'm gonna put that with the chickens. No correlation between the quote and the chickens, but maybe it'll all be all right if you add chickens to your life. Who knows? I'm not in a place to keep chickens. I live in an apartment, and even if I could have chickens, I don't think I would keep chickens here in my apartment. For Monday, I just have the standard work and COVID test. Although it's COVID test and then work. I gotta remember that when I'm placing the stickers, because I like things to be in chronological order if I can help it. So gold foiled boxes for these ones again. And then I have just so much more decorative room on Monday. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with all this space. Like, obviously I could use some of it for tasks that I have to do. Speaking of tasks, this box is perfect. It has that grid pattern in the background with a little gold accent. So I'm gonna put that in the center box on Monday, just to kind of keep track of all of the key things that I should be doing on Monday. Normally I video edit on Mondays, but this week with the presentation coming up, I'll probably just be working on that presentation, especially because Monday is my longer work shift. So that means like more hours in front of the computer that I can spend editing. I feel like this section's getting really dark, so I'm gonna pull in this quote, "Today choose joy," and I'm thinking overlapping like that. Because it is so dark, I'm gonna white out a little section of this box. I also whited out some of the lines. Hopefully that helps with things showing through. I'm also wanting to get work done on Tuesday, so I'm using another one of these boxes. This one isn't foiled, but it's the same concept as the other one. If I had thought things through, I would have flipped it so that the little bar was on the bottom just to give it a little variation, but I don't think things through. More chickens. Let's see. We'll go with this one. What's the best placement of this chicken? Probably like here. I pulled a few more functional boxes, so this one's going on Tuesday to mark class. Sorry, this one's going on Tuesday to mark work. I'm at the end of the semester and I still don't know what I'm doing. And then these two ones, we've got Wednesday appointment and then class on Wednesday. We're doing final presentations in this class, but thankfully I'm not presenting this day. I picked the next week to present, just so I wouldn't have to do 2 presentations back to back. That would be miserable for my sleep schedule. To finish off all of the functional stuff, I'm going to put this one here. The class I TA for has a group project due. And that means I'll be grading this weekend and also preparing for the presentation that I have next week. And then Sunday, I've got a work shift. So I want to make a little thing for that. I normally try to take Saturdays off, but I don't think that's doable this weekend. So I want to put some functional space up at like the top of this. I like this one from Girl with Goals. It says this weekend, and then it has 2 divided checklists. I know I'm not doing checklists in this planner, but I think there can be certain weeks that go against that. I haven't seen stickers like this from the Happy Planner before, but I think it's going to be super useful to have like a divided double box checklist. Before I get too far into this, I pulled washi tape for a reason, so I gotta use it. In my head, I was gonna do like a section over here. I will retrim this so that it matches up with the line, but I'm thinking something like this and then layering them with each other to kind of create some transparency through the white grid pattern. I can never peel up the end of the tape on the first try. I think that's an acquired skill that I still have not acquired. This one's going to be a little shorter than the black one just to give some interest. Ooh, that looks good with the grid pattern over there. I'm going to clean this up. I'd love to have that in 2 places at the very minimum. And I'm trying to find a place on this page that will look good. And I think the best way to do that would be to take this work sticker and move it elsewhere, probably just like down to here at the bottom of the day, even though it's the first thing of the day. and then do the washi tape like right there. I'm going to clean that up as well. I just want it to sit nice and flush against that box. That looks really good. Do I need a third spot of washi tape? The age-old question. Like, I think it would look really good up here. Maybe if I peel back the corner of this weekend, I could do it underneath this. I'm gonna hold this out of the way for a minute and then do some more layering. I got these washi tapes off of Amazon. They were pretty inexpensive, so I'm pleased with the quality and the price, which is hard to come by. I've gotten some washi tapes off of Amazon that are just like not even sticky, and I'm like, oh, why did I waste my money on this? But these grid washi tapes, I don't think that. I think these are actually really good washi tapes. They're sticky, a lot comes on the roll, the patterns are very trendy, and you get them in a lot of different colors, so they match a lot of different spreads. Gonna stick that back on top. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so I like it with the 3 different areas where it kind of like triangles. I'm thinking I want to go with this quote that says stay present, and I want to do that on the weekend, so I need a little bit of white out. I like this one because it matches the font of the one I have in the sidebar. And also it's a bigger quote. So I'm gonna place that one right here. I think that looks good with my chicken. We do need more chickens in the spread. Like this will not suffice. This is not enough chickens. I'm gonna start scattering some chickens. That's like a weird phrase, but I wanna put some more of them into the spread. So maybe here, like, does that look good? It's kind of hard to tell when it overlaps on the washi tape, but I do like it with the quote. Maybe if I add one more chicken to that cluster, it'll look better. This one's wearing a little hat. That's adorable. Okay. Like, I'm thinking like this, but hear me out. Then that chicken's head is right by that chicken's butt, so I don't really like that. What if I drop it down a little bit? Does that make it better? Or if I put it up here? Maybe I leave it at 2 there for now. I'm gonna bring in some of these flowers to mix it up. I used these ones in my social media spread, and they worked well with the chickens. The red tones kind of match with those chickens, the brown ones. So I don't hate it. I've got part of one left over from that spread. So maybe like under here. Another one of these. I think it's too hectic to put it into this area. This is kind of peeling up, so maybe I'll fix it with this. Like, I don't like how it has the white border, especially when I'm layering it onto that, but it's not the worst thing in the world. And then I have one more of them that I can use somewhere in this spread. Like, maybe I cut it in half and do it here and then put half of it elsewhere. So that's going there, and then I have this half for somewhere else. I'm gonna put it over here to kind of complete this quote area. I know I need to include the chicken with the hat if it's the last thing I do, so I think he's gonna go over here on the weekend. Or is it a she? I don't know. I don't know a lot about chickens. Like, I'm calling them chickens, maybe they're hens. Now I'm going into the Good Habit sticker book. This is one of the new release ones, and I'm taking these little stars. I'm gonna do yellow, and I'm gonna do the more like red tones, just to fill up some space and give some little accents. So this, does that look good there? No, I think that's a weird placement. Sometimes you can only tell if the placement looks weird once it's on the page, and it's kind of a trial and error thing. I think I need a smaller one over in this section, but this is gonna go here. And these are clear stickers, so once I get it all put on the page and kind of like rubbed into place so you can't tell that it's a clear sticker, it's gonna look really good. Here's a little corner one, if it'll come out of the book. And this one's gonna go up here on the top of Wednesday to kind of frame whatever's going there. It got a little injured in the peel up process, but that's not a big deal. I can just fix it with the X-Acto knife. No one will ever know because I just took away some clear portion of it. Now I'm gonna go with a different color. This one is kind of like a rust red, and it matches the chickens better than the yellow does, but I thought the yellow would just look good with the spread. Gonna put this one over here. And then maybe another little yellow one down by the chickens in the sidebar. I just want the sidebar to look as complete as possible. I also realized that I was kind of scooting out of frame. I'm sorry if I got completely off camera at some point. I'm just gonna use a lot of these, I've decided. There. I don't really have a lot of free time this week. Like, it is what it is. It's final season. Final season is always miserable. And I think it's especially miserable this semester just because I'm not staying at my boyfriend's place. I'm just staying in my own apartment and kind of doing finals alone here. Like, at least last semester, we went online after Thanksgiving break, so I was able to, like, be around people while I was completely stressed. But now, I'm just at home, alone. Like, I have friends in town and stuff like that, but I feel like I'm just kind of wallowing in my misery. I saw one I wanted. This one right here. And it's gonna go up here to kind of fill in this little gap that's not gonna get filled in with writing. Oh, I like that overall. Okay. I'm just gonna finish off all the stars in this color palette. Like, that's kind of how I do things around here. And then the last one is this yellow one. I might even pull more stickers from this book if I'm, like, feeling it. I haven't quite decided yet. I'm gonna frame this edge of the spread with this yellow sticker. So this book has these cute hexagon bullet points. I can use those on the days where I'm marking tasks. So I'm thinking I'll do one yellow, one of this pink color, and then one of the more rust color. I know I didn't pull the pink stars, but I think it's gonna look better to have the three as kind of like an ombre pattern. And the rust red really matches well with those flowers. This one's gonna be tricky to write on because I'm gonna have to kind of write into this sticker. Maybe I should have put this one over that one. Like, now that I think about that, that would have been the smartest thing to do. Maybe it's not too late, who knows? Or I could just X-Acto knife it. Why am I not doing that? I feel like I'm losing my mind this week just thinking about papers and presentations and work and all that fun stuff. What I'm gonna do this summer. I now remember why I didn't X-Acto knife it. There is whiteout underneath. However, I do know a trick for getting whiteout out of your pages, and it is nail polish remover on a Q-tip. I soaked this in nail polish remover. I also have a cotton round, and I'm just gonna gently rub where the whiteout went. It'll look a little wet on the page, but it'll all work out in the end. So I'm just removing where I put whiteout right here. And then I'm gonna take this and brush away all the particles and then gently dab some of the wet area. It should dry pretty quickly because alcohol does that, you know. For some reason, it left a little bit of a bluish tint. I think it might have been the black ink from the sticker. Normally, it doesn't do that, but I think I like it better with the bluish tint than I do having it overlap, so I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to do bullet points in some more boxes. So this one up here. I like the little hexagons and I like the mustard yellow color. Mustard yellow is one of my favorite colors. I'm like, do I want to put this bullet point on top of the chicken? Who knows? I guess we have to for functional reasons. I think that looks kind of uneven. Like, I need something right here to even that out. Here's another one of those stickers. I'm like, do I want the line at the top or the bottom? I did it at the top on those ones, so I think it'll be better to have it at the top when I'm doing it over here. Kind of blends into the washi tape, but it'll give me some more functional room on Saturday, which I'm gonna need. Like, yeah, I have bullet points up there, but maybe I dedicate one to house-related things and one to school-related things. And then I'll kind of know how to prioritize them if they're separated out like that. Yeah, I like having the hexagons over here and there, so that looks good. I feel like I need some more yellow. This is a little flag that says take care of yourself first. You know, that's always important to hear during final season. Like, sometimes I definitely prioritize work over certain things like eating and sleeping, and that's not healthy. So take care of yourself first, and then you'll do your best work. I like the yellow there. I think it looks good with the red below it. I'd like to even that out with one over here that says control your destiny. And I know by layering them this way, I kind of get rid of that overlapping that I was trying to do, but I think that's the best place to put them. I don't really like the way that this one is exactly the same length as the washi tape underneath it, though. I'm trying to think of ways to remedy that. Peeling it up is a good start. I could move it down so at least it's on the bottom of the cluster. Yeah, I think that's better. Not a huge fan of the clear sticker that's bleeding onto the washi, so I'm just gonna peel that up. And then I guess I have one little star to play around with. Where will you go? Over here's good. And I think that's gonna be it for my chicken spread. I'm gonna pop this back onto the discs and I will be back in a second. And there you have it, my black and white chicken catch-all spread. Probably not what you were expecting this week, but I love the way this turned out. I'm a big fan of the colors and the way that this all matched. These clusters are so fun. I sometimes get in like over clustering mode where it's like everything's a cluster, so then nothing is a cluster because it's kind of equally distributed. But I think this walks that fine line of being clustered and being super busy, which is definitely my style. So happy to plan in this one. Look forward to sharing the After the Pen on my Instagram account. That's all linked down below. If you liked this video, hit that like button down below. You can also subscribe to my channel for more fun planner-related content. And follow me on Instagram at Caitlin Plans, where I share After the Pen spreads as well as photos of spreads that did not get videos. So I hope to see you there. Thank you and happy planning.